What should be our lead-in this week?
Anything.
What's a quick thing that can be a nice little quip right at the beginning before we throw it to the theme?
What's our theme?
The music.
The music? Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
You've heard it, right?
Well, yeah. But I didn't know if you meant theme as in like an overlying topic of...
No, the theme song.
Yeah. Oh,
the theme.
Cold open style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This isn't a good one.
No.
What does theme even mean? Nobody knows. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the opposite of important. I am Lance.
I'm Joe.
That's Joe. Should I cue you? Let's try it again.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the opposite of important. I am Lance, and over here in front of me
It's Joe.
is Joe. I was going to say more, but you interrupted me.
Boo.
It's all right.
But you cued me.
That's fine. I
You
did.
the whole whoop.
I QAnon'd you.
It's like radio, but you don't
Yeah.
see people on TV do that.
That's
Like,
true. That's true.
Johnny over there for the weather.
I'm going to turn this down a little bit.
Boop, boop,
Does that
boop,
make a
boop.
big difference?
Yeah.
Boop, boop, be-doop, boop.
You still got it. You still got it.
Good call. But I still got it, Eddie.
On the rocks.
You need to grab your other one.
Actual rocks. Like, what the
And I mean ice.
You
That's
guys,
funny.
Roger Rabbit. There.
Cheers, mofo.
Ting.
Do you know what this is?
Oh, this is that Kool-Aid stuff
It's,
with
so yeah,
something.
with taste it and then tell me.
Vodka. No. Hold on.
No, you're gonna get it here in a second. Did you get it?
Got the orange.
Okay, you got the orange. What else is there's a hint of
What is that alcohol? It's not vodka.
we've had it before in this room.
Oh, did you put that Captain Morgan in it?
Yeah,
It's just like
the
a
watermelon.
little bit. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
I'm just like,
that's what it is. Yep, not bad. We bought
Orange
this.
and watermelon.
Okay, so we bought this. We bought some stuff for
Oh
a
my
scary
gosh.
movie thing
so tired.
that we did. Joe's barely hanging in there. We bought a whole bunch of shit for this thing. There's a hair on my microphone. It's weird. Professional. Anyway, we bought all this shit, and one of the things that we got was this It wasn't Kool-Aid brand. What is that? Tropical.
So, yeah.
Some sort of kids tropical punch.
Yeah,
Tropical
that's it,
punch. And we got this orange flavored and colored stuff.
So good.
Yeah. And then last night we mixed it with some Tito's. And I thought, what better thing to mix with this than our favorite rum as of late, which is the watermelon. What was it called? Watermelon. The bottle's upstairs.
Cannonball Blast.
It wasn't Cannonball, was it?
Yeah, it was. That was the watermelon.
Cannonball?
Yeah.
Why? But why Cannonball?
Because it's
Because he's a pirate.
Yeah. That's what it. That's there. It just clicked. It just clicked.
He's a pirate.
There you go. Yeah.
Good call. Good call on that one. It tastes good.
It tastes pretty good.
Tastes good.
It's not too sugary, not too sweet.
Let's make
pretty good.
people feel like they were there with us.
Okay.
Some people were actually there with us, and they're going to now feel double so like they were there with us if they're listening. But last night, what did we do?
Well, we kind of had a whole day of it almost.
Yeah?
Because it was like I was bored, ready to kind of get the day going, and you're like, dude, I need to go shopping. I'm like, okay, all right. I'm like, whatever, I'll go along for the ride. And we're trying to cater to a friend that has certain dietary needs.
I
And
tried so hard.
that was in itself was just two dudes
We're-
at a grocery store, like,
I guess we didn't tell her the amount of time that we spent at the store trying to figure out.
we were stuck in
what
the
to get.
organic aisle, like,
Yeah.
well, it says it's organic, but we don't know if it's gluten free.
Yeah.
And not to out you or anything, but no.
No, it's fine. She knows.
Yeah,
It's
but
fine.
it was funny because like we spent 40 minutes just toodling. Is this good? Sure, I don't know. I guess.
Well, I had the list of things that that were good, and I don't know what the term would be that would work, and I still fucked it up.
Right? Well,
But it's I needed to, yeah. Anyway, I digress.
we
So,
bought a pizza.
yeah, we
and
did
we're
get a
like,
pizza.
It says gluten free. Mm-hmm. Great, let's do it. And then we're like looking at the label, going cured pepperoni,
And
non-cured.
little did we know that was the least important thing.
Yeah.
Later, we would find out about the pizza. So we were trying to figure out what. No, it was uncured.
Uncured pepperoni.
Uncured pepperoni. I don't know how many people out there know everything about everything when it comes to pepperoni, but we didn't know what the fuck uncured
Pepperoni.
meant, let alone what cured pepperoni was. And so you assume it trying to be a healthier pizza, uncured is better. I'm still assuming that. I don't know what it means. But yeah, we got that, and lo and behold, it was a gluten-free, uncured pepperoni pizza with cheese, and she couldn't eat cheese.
Boom. So close.
So now
so close.
that's gonna sit in my fucking freezer.
It was fun,
for a year.
So we got that. We got the drink going. Yeah, no
Yeah,
shit.
we got first we made coffee and whiskey,
Yeah.
and some of them had pumpkin spice latte creamer from Starbucks.
Mm-hmm.
From Starbucks, but also from a grocery store. So not like originally from Starbucks. You get it. You get
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
You
Yeah.
pick up when I'm laying down. There you go.
We watched, everybody needs to have a scary movie night, by the way. If you haven't done this yet, this is the thing that has to happen for you this season. Pick a night, watch nothing but scary movies for as long as you can, and then eventually fall asleep, preferably drunk, and then regret your decisions in the morning.
Right.
Or be like Joe and go home in the middle of the night and wonder if Freddy Krueger is real.
Right. I did fall asleep. It was okay. So we run
Of
movies.
all of the scary movies,
Yeah.
you shouldn't fall asleep during a
Freddy
Nightmare
Krueger.
on Elm Street movie. Yeah. I can't talk today.
and I totally did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because then you're not going to know what's real.
No.
It's going to fuck with your head, bro.
That's right.
Welcome to prime time, bitch. Straight in the TV.
That was a class. It was the third one. It
Yeah.
wasn't- yeah.
Dream, Nightmare on Elm Street, Part 3, Dream Warriors, which sees
There's
the
some-
return of Nancy, who was in
Yeah.
the first movie. My voice is extra bassy after, it's like the perfect cocktail of doing karaoke on Friday and singing till I really probably shouldn't sing anymore, but then take Saturday off to watch scary movies, stay up just the right amount of time, and thus leads us to the perfect Lance voice.
There you go.
You're welcome.
Boom radio. There you go.
Boom radio.
Yeah. So that was just a good movie as far as like special effects went. Kind of cool.
Yeah.
Where you had like the
Well,
fake-
because they did a lot back
yeah.
in the 80s, they did a lot of practical
yeah,
effects.
but the marionette, where
Yeah.
he's on the ledge. Spoiler alert, whatever. But
You're
then
ruining it.
But
for
then it cuts to
everybody.
him, and it's like you can kind of see it. That was kind of special
That was
effectsy.
cool.
That was more computerized, and
Yep.
and like the
Well, and the thing is that you would see it briefly on a 35 millimeter print in the theater, and then you would watch it on VHS.
oh, sure.
Nobody thought ahead about watching this shit in HD.
And you're like, wait, that
Like
was like
no,
crap.
but some of them hold up quite well when you watch it on a fucking 65-inch plus
Yeah.
TV.
and,
But there are some effects that you're like,
but
a little rough.
it was surprising because yes, they did have the practical effects where they actually glue makeup on you or whatever.
Yeah.
But the other one was like when he transformed into the marionette when he was like this tall,
Yeah.
and then it just like transformed like the clay was
Yeah,
just,
that was cool.
like
We're talking about Freddy here.
yeah for the time. That's pretty impressive for
Yeah.
computers. It's like kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was glad.
That
I was
fun.
glad. I looked at the Nightmare on Elm Street, and I wanted to do a Freddy one this year. I don't do it every year, but Freddy is. We've covered this. My favorite of
Yeah.
the three big bads.
The trios.
Yeah, and yeah, I think he was the one that I grew up with, and probably gave me nightmares.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Yeah.
I don't really
And
remember
you'll die with him.
my dreams. Right. I remember one dream as a young kid. So I would have been. Let's see. Yeah, I would have had to have been 3 or 4. because my stepdad wasn't around yet. And I woke up in my dream. So I was still it was like the fastest dream ever. I woke up in my bed, in my room upstairs in this house, and I turned to my right, and there was a gremlin right there. And then I woke up again in real life, and I don't know. Let's say I peed my pants, but I don't know.
Like, well,
I was 3. It was allowed. You could do that then.
yeah,
That was cool.
yeah. You could.
You're
like,
not cool
there's
unless you pee your
just-
pants when you're 3.
It's like that weird thing where it's like, you know, you can get away with stuff when you're a kid or when you're really
Yeah.
fucking old.
That's true.
You pee in your pants, stealing stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know about her. I was like, you know, it's just like a weird.
This is totally normal.
Yeah.
It's fine.
So that was a good movie. Let's work backwards. So the one before that was Reanimator.
Yeah. Reanimator, 1985.
Yeah. Oh my god, that was a riot.
I think Paul was surprised by that one. I knew, having watched the 80s doc, where it was going.
Right.
So I was pretty excited to see those parts. But it was leading up to that one part. And all of the comments that were coming out of our group were like, I don't like this. And I'm just thinking to myself, hold on.
It gets worse. Like, it was so interesting to see a movie that's not, you know, 2020 friendly.
Yeah.
Which it just goes with the territory when you watch something old.
If you,
But it's that shock of like, holy Lord.
in the most PC way, try to describe that scene that happened at the end of the movie with the head.
There's so many details leading up to just that point. Yeah.
By the way, this is delicious.
Yeah.
I don't know why yours isn't gone, because mine's about to be.
Yeah.
Drink break. You're welcome.
There you go.
Smooth.
Yeah.
Tropical punch. Thank you.
There
It
you
comes in like a big 2-gallon jug.
Yeah, that's right.
It's crazy. It's bigger than a gallon, right?
I want to say
Feels like it is. Maybe it's not. Who
we went
knows?
through a lot of juice last night.
All right. I need you. I'm going to make you describe that scene.
Okay. Reanimator.
And you don't even need to lead up to it. Just set the scene that there's this
Okay.
thing over here in a tray, and then
We're in
yeah.
a morgue, and one guy's head is removed from his body,
Mm-hmm.
but he's able to be alert in his head, and his head's in a tray, and his
Yeah.
body's able to walk around.
Yeah.
Then they bring what? I don't know how she was drug in through the back door. The girl,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Boosh, and then they throw her onto like the examination table. Like, why am I describing this?
What? And
then
tell who is putting her on the table.
that body.
Yeah,
Right?
but
Well,
no,
hold on.
no,
Her
no,
dad,
her
who-
dad,
Her dad, who
is now kind of a zombie.
yeah. If you guys got to look it up. Then they strap her down with the leather cuffs.
Yes,
And then they take off all of her clothes,
all of it,
all of it.
all of it.
And so the severed head is right next to her head.
And it's this older dude
Really old dude.
that's been. Let's say that I think in the movie she's supposed to be college, right? College age.
Yeah, that's about right.
And this dude who is now had his head severed, but is still somehow communicating via his nervous system to his body. It's so
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm sure you can
But,
YouTube, but yeah.
he's got to be 60?
Yeah, like there's
Plus?
an age gap. There is
Yeah.
quite the age gap.
60 plus, I
Yeah.
would say. And he's obsessed with her. So he has, and I'm going to lead up to it, but he has his separated body pick up his head, and please continue, Joe.
Oh yeah, well there's more to it. Yeah, yeah. It's like, ugh. So first his body,
So sorry.
his body goes
Fast forward
around.
30 seconds.
So there's a shot where it shows her head next to his severed head.
Yeah.
But his body's walking around and starts feeling her up.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're just sitting there cringing going, ooh. And then the body goes and picks up its own head
Mm-hmm.
and then moves it down her body.
First
He starts licking her.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
first he's licking,
Yeah.
sticks his tongue in her ear.
Yep.
And then there's a little tongue booby
action.
And there's blood everywhere.
Yeah.
Because his
in a
head
fucking
is
pan.
severed.
And then the most shocking thing was the camera kind of pulls back and it goes right between her legs. Well, like the head is like being held up by his body.
Now, don't worry.
Ah.
It stopped.
It's
The Nega hero. He isn't really the hero.
YouTube,
but he. But
it was
he
on
stops
Netflix
it.
for a while.
Was it?
At some point,
Dude, how cool would that be if Netflix did just like a Halloween classics, like it, or
Yeah.
separated by decades, and then you could
Yeah.
just go to there for that shit.
for a little bit.
Why does it all have to be movie politics? And where?
Licensing.
Yeah, I hate it.
Yeah.
I hate it. Anyway, either this year or next year. Excuse me. Anybody that's listening, go watch Reanimator, 1985.
Holy Lord, it's
Instant
a ride.
classic.
It is a ride. It reminded me of like those old. It just looked like a stage play, the way it was lit, and
Yeah.
just kind of those classic 80s where it's like there's way too much light in this examination room, and like, or this is someone's apartment. Usually in the real world you just have a lamp on. It's
Yeah.
just like it looks too perfectly lit for a nice house, whatever.
I agree. Speaking of lamps, we need to get you one over there.
Yeah.
We need to decorate your side of the room.
I got a lava lamp
what
sitting
shit
around.
you like.
Yeah.
I got a lava lamp too.
Yeah.
What color's yours?
Blue and purple.
Blue and purple?
Yeah.
Mine's like blue and blue.
Fair.
Like, wait.
Blue
is
on
it?
blue.
Maybe blue on blue,
Blue.
tears on the river. That's pretty sure that's how that goes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, mine's blue and what is it? I don't know. Maybe it's like I don't know. Nobody cares. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to get you a lamp and
Okay.
it's going to look awesome.
Yeah.
This is just an extra one I had.
Yeah. And then what was it? Working backwards, and we watched.
I forgot we were still going backwards.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
The second movie we watched was The Grudge, 2004.
Surprisingly, two of our guests had not seen it.
Yeah, and it had been. I can't even remember the last time I saw it, but
Maybe.
like
Yeah.
it just brought back Scary Movie 3 for me. 'Cause
Oh,
it
yes.
was pretty darn close to okay.
Well, so Scary Movie 3 would have been either later that year or the next year. So it incorporated, because they were
Yeah.
putting out those scary movies pretty
Quickly.
frequently.
So that probably would have
Yeah.
been 05 because it came out in 04. Enough time to get Charlie Sheen in there, not to say anything.
Yeah.
Play the Bill Pullman character, and then it
Oh
was almost shot for shot where it was the girl who played Buffy,
Yeah.
and
Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Sarah Michelle Gellar,
Act
and
like you don't know, Joe.
Anna
Come on.
Ferris. It was just almost like it was just comic.
Did Anna Ferris play the SMG part?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, in a more what was it? Kind of airhead way, just
All
her
right.
her.
Well,
normal
that's
character.
Anna Ferris for you.
Like, oh,
yeah.
hi,
Yeah.
And then, I think that woman in Scary Movie, whatever it was, 3, they cast Cloris Leachman to play the grandma, or like to play
Nice.
her,
Yep.
because she looked damn close to Cloris Leachman, even though that wasn't actually her in the movie.
It's funny that they got Cloris Leachman to
Des
do
Moines.
the.
She's from Des Moines.
Is she?
Yeah, she is.
Originally.
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. And so she was in Young Frankenstein.
Did she come back?
Frau Brucha. She actually did come back. Not a handful of years ago. She did like a Q&A thing at like the historical building,
So you're saying there's a chance
right? That'd be so cool to talk to her.
to. Oh,
But,
that's yeah. Talk to her. That's what I was saying.
Sure.
We almost had our first official spit take. That's funny.
So yeah. That was a fun one because I can't remember the last time I saw it. So it was almost like I was watching. Like I knew the premise, I knew what was going to happen, but it was just like I felt like I was watching it new again because it'd just been so long.
I'm gonna do it while you're talking. Keep talking. You ready?
And so I decided that here we go. Right? That's a classic. Now I don't even remember.
That was like. Oh, you finished, and then I'll go.
Oh, I just don't remember 2 and 3 that came after that.
I also don't, but I don't think that I cared because they didn't have Sarah Michelle Gellar in them.
That's true. Yeah.
I probably watched 2.
The Buffy
I
bump?
feel like I would have watched it at one point.
That
The
came in
Buffy bump
06.
indeed.
It was 06 was the second one, and 09 was the third
Because
one.
I also remember watching The Ring 2, but that still had Naomi Watts in
That's
it.
right.
But The Grudge, I remember very similarly to what you would do at The Ring, is that you were. It was almost like you were contractually obligated
with your buddies.
after seeing the movie together to call them and go,
Yeah. I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd do that in high school, and so
And
many,
then with the ring,
yeah,
you would
call up your friends.
Yeah. 7 days.
Like fuck. I remember watching that on like I never saw that movie in theaters. But it was something that my brother had seen, and then it came out on DVD. He's like, "Ooh, we gotta watch it. We gotta watch it." Like, okay, fine, And so he was home from college or whatever, and we pop it in, and then he calls a buddy like, "Oh, I'm gonna go to the bathroom," And
Oh,
he's like,
and then
you need to give it about 20 minutes, and then you need to call the house, okay? And then about 20 minutes, you're gonna die. So I'm like, fuck you, Alex. I know what you're doing.
you had to time it just right.
Yeah, but
as soon as the credits start.
It was close.
I was pretty fucking freaked when I watched that movie. The first time I watched it, it would have been in Iowa City. So it was college days. And which, I mean, checks out because that's when it was released. I didn't see it in the theater, I don't think. Maybe I did. So maybe this was the first viewing outside of the theater. Either way, we were all watching it and pretty impressed with it at the time because, I mean, what was it? The Ring was 2002? Maybe?
Hold on here. 2004 was The Grudge, and The Ring came out. It was like offset
Maybe
years.
2003?
It was kind of offset years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I just remember actually being like scared by it, like more so than any other scary movies that I had seen as of late because everything got so cheesy in the 90s.
Yeah.
Like even I loved Scream because it was Wes Craven,
Yeah.
who did Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah.
So I was all about it, but it was never scary. There was no scary movies anymore. And I think I can be so bold as to say that after watching The Ring and being moderately freaked out by that one because I thought that it was done really well, with the exception of going back and watching older movies and maybe thinking that they were scary, like good scary movies, were worthy of a scare, that I wasn't really impressed again until The Conjuring came out. And that one was
kind of a
The Conjuring, they made it feel like an old movie.
Yeah.
And they did it really well. I'm guessing, I can't remember who directed that, but I'm guessing that they were just big fans of the way that it used to be. And it was a solid story. They had good actors. And that movie was fucking freaky.
That was about the time, 2004. So
Yeah.
The Grudge came out the same. It would have been right up against the first Saw movie.
Right.
And that's, a whole nother genre in itself.
Yeah.
Yes, it's horror. It's like gory horror. The Grudge was a little bit more paranormal in a way.
Yeah.
Kind of a weird entity. But the fun part about watching The Grudge was that, our friends were pointing out all the fun technology.
Yeah.
Like early on, there was someone that had the flip back headphones that like went around.
Yeah, the band with the...
I totally had that.
Yeah.
I totally had those headphones. And then
Me too. I had some Sonys.
Yeah, some of the like the tube TVs and our friend was saying that she was like, what was it? Hey, remember when the brick phones would hold a battery for 5 days? It's like, yeah, that's right. They had like the cordless phone. Oh my God. It was just like, I remember this.
Fucking Nokia phones.
So that was fun just to see the technology of like, oh man, I remember this. Totally.
Whatever happened to Nokia? Did they just die with that brick phone?
Yeah.
Where did it go? Or did somebody buy them out and then... I don't know. I haven't seen a Nokia anything in 15 years.
That's
because there was Nokia, then the next big phone I remember seeing was LG hit the phone market pretty hard.
Yeah.
And I remember LG flip phones being kind of a big deal.
I had one.
And then Samsung and then Samsung kind of turned into their own, especially once smartphones came around. I'm using air quotes if you're not watching, because at first they weren't real smart.
No, they weren't.
It took them a minute to get real smart.
One of my favorite phones, which like, I don't know. I had a kind of right before my first smartphone
Mm-hmm.
in 2010, which was still okay, you know. It was orange or maybe it was blue. I think it was blue. And it looked like a regular phone with the keypad on the front, but then you opened it up like that.
Oh, yeah.
And then that's your keyboard, and that's your like little LED screen on there. And it didn't have much, but like I was so quick to like, you know, with the real keys.
Yeah.
It was fun. And I could drive easier. Like, I know that sounds terrible, but like I was way better at texting and driving.
The statute of limitations
Yeah.
has run out.
You
It's
know,
fine.
because I actually had keys to fuel.
Right,
I was
right.
like, tick, tick, instead of like this, oh crap, L, did I hit it? You know, it's like, you know, so that was just kind of a change once I got like the phone. I'm like, oh, weird. You know.
You never had a BlackBerry.
My brother did.
Okay.
I never had a BlackBerry, no. But
Yeah.
he had like the little built-in mouse and just so he can check.
Yeah,
his
the little
email.
ball there,
Yeah,
and it had like this very interesting texture to it
Yeah.
for it being super tiny. I liked. Here's the thing: the BlackBerry would have held up well if technology just stopped when the BlackBerry came out. It was good.
Yeah.
It was a good phone.
Yeah.
And it was very great for a business person. You know, you wouldn't really want to do too much internet shit on it.
No.
But the BlackBerry it was good for what it was for. But then it became obsolete with
Yeah.
iPhones.
But that's the first official phone that Obama brought to the White House.
The BlackBerry.
The BlackBerry.
So you're basically saying that Obama and me, same person.
Probably. So he brought a
Okay.
BlackBerry, and then they had to get a special like security shit on it. You
Okay.
know, just how
Yeah,
it
yeah.
works. You know, and then his staffers got all BlackBerries,
I like
and
it.
it's just like, wow, that changed the White House for a little bit. You know, kind of cool, but yeah, just a little fun thing. But yeah, before that, you know, my brother and my dad had Palm Pilots.
I never had one of those.
I never did, but like it was just like a weird.
Your brother was hardcore,
He
man.
was, you know, I mean, he had
He
it.
was all about that business.
Well, he had it in college.
Wow.
Yeah. And he bought himself one that was like black and white or color or something. But
Okay.
you could, if you had a Palm Pilot and I had one, you could beam a file, which you can do on a phone.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can touch them together. But at that time, it was just like, I'm going to send you a file. Boop.
I got news for you, Joe.
What's up?
You don't even have to touch an iPhone together.
No.
You just got to be like, we could do it right now. AirDrop.
Whoop.
How about we go to Verizon tomorrow? And first thing that we're going to do is we're going to update your parents' data plan because Joe's fucking parents, for one reason or another,
We're on the family plan.
They have to be.
I'm 31.
They have to be on a plan from like 2005 because Joe still runs out of data. You have
I
to.
haven't.
I swear to you, you have to be overpaying,
Probably.
but they're just not changing the plan because
I don't know. Well, I brought it up and I'm like, whatever.
it's so weird.
We don't have.
It's like it doesn't need to be like this.
No.
all you have to. You don't even have to go in. You could just call them.
We don't have unlimited data. But I think we have the most data that
you
they offer.
you are the 1% of people that don't have unlimited data.
I don't know, man. I don't run the account. You know,
It's
just
so
like, whatever.
weird.
So we share data. So I
Yeah.
think we have like among us three. Dad has a work phone, so the family plan is just me, my brother, and my mom. And it's way cheaper that way. I get it. That,
So ergo, your mom is in charge of it. Your
Yes.
dad doesn't handle it.
No.
I'm gonna have a talk with your
right?
mom.
So we've done that, and it got to the point where my last job, I just needed it for like Google Maps because I was doing real estate photography, and I
Right.
had to I was running out of data. So I'm like, I don't know where the fuck this house is. I need to go to this place. So eventually that got pushed to I think we're at 8 gigs, which
Okay.
is a lot,
No,
but mom doesn't really use it.
it's really not.
My brother uses his own internet.
Yeah.
So it's a lot as far as using your home
not.
internet.
Well, yeah.
When you're offsetting.
but the issue is that your phone will determine which signal is better.
Sure. So you don't really know if you're using data
Right.
or if you're using your Wi-Fi, which I get. But the fun part is when we got to that point, we would get that text message. You have 1 gig of data remaining, and it would also have like this phone number has used this much. Usually it's me. I suck up all the data. This number has used this much data. There's like a breakdown, and they used to text you. No matter, even if like you're the one that's not using data, you'd still get a
They
text.
let people know what's
Yeah.
up. Yeah.
Even if you're the phone that's using the least amount,
Right.
it still says you have one. I'm like, oh shit. And I get home and mom's like, so did you get that notification about data? I'm like, no. So she's like, well, I got like an email saying we have like whatever. I'm like, well, it's almost the 15th and then it'll change. So big whoop. Anyway.
Does your mom listen? Veronica. Veronica.
No, she does not.
We need to talk about your Verizon bill.
But you know what's cool though?
Don't even call Verizon. Call me. 515.
And the lines are blowing up. I did see an ad for the iPhone 12,
Yeah.
the most recent, with Chris Rock.
The new with Chris Rock?
Yeah, Chris Rock. I was watching the Green Bay game, and Chris Rock it had this thing. Oh yeah, the iPhone 12. I was like, that sounds more
Nice.
Yeah, it sounds cool. With
I
like,
didn't know that he did an ad.
Yeah. And then there's one I need to show you maybe offline.
Yeah.
Or after the podcast because it'll be boring. But there's, I don't want to ruin it. Remind me about the commercial
Okay.
ones after.
Commercial.
After, yeah.
Got it.
After that. Okay.
I'm going to make you carry in a table
Okay.
and then we'll watch a commercial.
Yes.
It'll be good.
I accept. There you go.
Now people know our personal lives.
Yeah. So I got to figure that out with my phone. And it's getting to the point. It's upstairs. Good for me, Joe. I'm getting it charged upstairs, not right here. Anyway, it's getting to the point where it has
Personal
like,
growth. I like it.
It's got like ghost images on it. Like I think I've showed you.
Because it's kind of burned in
Yeah.
to the screen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if I see a white screen, I can see my alarm. I can see my keyboard. I can see. It's just kind
You
of
know what my iPhone doesn't do?
that.
Yep.
Yeah. So slide that one right in. Anyway, so
Much like a severed head.
bing, bing, bing. Ooh,
Ugh.
Google.
Don't.
So yeah, and then let's move to our first. What's our first movie?
Oh yeah, scary movie marathon breakdown.
Wanna
We
know?
are so first movie was What We Do in the Shadows.
What We Do in the Shadows.
Which really isn't a scary movie so much as
it was a kind of
comedy documentary.
It was spooky enough. It was comedy, but it got us got the
I
gears
was
moving.
genuinely surprised none of you had seen that.
I have never seen it. I had never heard of it.
So funny.
I don't know what year it came out.
16?
Yeah, was that an actual theater release
I think so.
or whatever? Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe so.
Funny.
I,
And then-
I think it might have been more limited, but
Yeah.
it was a legit movie.
Because you told me that one of the vampires was the director of Thor,
Yes.
which I had no idea.
Thor Ragnarok
Ragnarok.
Yeah.
Okay. Which I'm like, interesting.
and Jojo Rabbit and
Okay. Yeah. But it was funny, and it's just like life. What's life like for a vampire? Kind of.
and it's got Jermaine Clement in it. I
Yeah.
think I got that last name right. And he was in Flight of the Conchords.
That's right.
And then one of my favorite fucking people ever, Rhys Darby, was the head werewolf.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That was pretty good.
Werewolves, not swearwolves. If you haven't seen it,
There was some good
it-
lines in there.
That doesn't make any sense.
That was like,
It was just funny.
we need to sacrifice a virgin or kill her. Why? And then it cuts to a guy. It's like, well, I mean, if you wanted to eat a sandwich that someone didn't fuck, I'm just saying.
You kind of butchered it,
Yeah,
but that is what it was.
That's the
That is
gist
what
of
it was.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, would you want to eat a sandwich?
This is
that someone
the
fucked?
virgin things. Let me put it this way: if you were gonna have a turkey sandwich, wouldn't you enjoy it more if nobody had fucked it?
That's it. Just like, all right, fair. There you go. Fair. Yeah.
That's great. I was so excited that nobody had seen that movie. So I could show it off.
It was a good start to kind of ease into the spookiness.
So we did that.
Yeah.
We did. After that was Reanimate. No, after that was The Grudge. Then Reanimator, and then we did toss in a fourth one that
We slipped
I
into
think-
the documentary.
I think, a little bit of In Search of Darkness
Yeah.
was in there. And because after Reanimator, we watched the section. If you happen to have In Search of Darkness, I looked it up and it was 2 hours and 11 minutes in. You could see the section about Reanimator.
Yeah. And they're making a second one, or they have it out, or something like that. Apparently, it's out.
Yes, it is Corey Taylor's.
Yes.
They're marketing it like it's his collection, his scary movie collection that he has, and they're going to break down those movies. And he is. Did we say who he is?
Corey Taylor.
Yeah, but the lead singer of Slipknot.
That's right.
Yeah.
Which, I think this is good timing for him because he just came out with a new solo album.
Really?
Yeah. It's on
Okay.
Spotify.
Here's the thing.
It's more rock and roll.
Here's the thing. I've never listened to Slipknot.
Okay.
So
They're pretty good.
Is it like a screamo thing?
It is. It's
But
like
now this.
heavy.
Okay. I understand. I get it. But now this new solo thing, is he
Yeah.
doing the same thing, or is he
No, it's
being a normal
it's
person?
normal person, and he's. I think in interviews I've heard, it's more like rock and roll. Now he also has what's it called? Another band that he's in that's not Slipknot.
Oh, Backstreet Boys.
Yeah. I think that's it. Who knew?
It's Nick and Lance.
Yeah.
And no, Lance was in NSYNC.
That's
I
right.
ruined the joke.
Boo.
But then I was going to toss in his name, and it was going to be funny, but I fucked it up.
That's okay. What's it? He's in another. You're all screaming at the TV. I know.
Nobody knows this because I feel like I speak for the people.
What's the band? What's that band?
Who's he in it with?
I can't. I don't know. It's
Is it popular?
yeah. It's like Slipknot's like super heavy metal. You back it off a little bit, and it's more grungy. It's. I need to look it up. I'm terrible right now.
Is he a singer in it?
Yeah, he is. He is. So it's his side band.
I don't know who the
called
fuck this
like
is.
if I had my phone.
Naughty Slips.
And it what the hell is it?
Spanky.
Spanky.
Slappy. I was going off of what you were saying. You were like
Swampy.
Samsonite. I was way off.
Shit.
Do we not know?
You all know it's like
They don't know.
sour, Stone Sour.
That's him?
Yeah, that's him.
Interesting.
So I went up to the Iowa Rock and Roll.
We were way off.
Yeah. I went to the Iowa Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, which is
Okay.
in Arnold's Park, and it had a bunch of jumpsuits from the band. It had like symbols that they signed, and
Nice.
like, they had a lot of cool stuff up there. So yeah, that's the Iowa Rock and Roll Hall of Fame up there. But yeah, so he's a part of that. Stone
Sweet.
Sour, and then Slipknot, and then this one's just a solo where it's just more. It's just kind of rock, a little different,
I like it.
but it's worth checking out.
We are, I hate to break this up, but we are overdue for a commercial break.
Here
Ladies and gentlemen,
Oh,
there it is. There it is.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.
4 hours long, man. That's a great documentary.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder what's in his personal collection.
Yeah. I'm guessing we're going to find out. Yeah. I want to find, where'd I put that iPad? I had it.
Oh, yeah. There we go.
Where'd I put it?
Right there to your left foot.
Excuse me. To the left, to the left,
Slide to the left.
slide to the right.
Crisscross.
Crisscross. Jump,
Everybody
jump.
jump. Everybody clap your hands. Aboard, about, above. Along, alongside. Not.
I like it.
Hell yeah.
It's opening. It's just opening really slow.
That's what she said.
All right. Okay.
And we're back.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. How are we looking over there? Good?
We're still rolling.
I like it.
Still rolling.
That's what I like to
folks.
hear. That way you can see our pretty faces. Go to YouTube and, look at us and hit like and stuff. It'll be good.
Smash that
Hey,
subscribe.
we should formally ask people to rate us and make sure that they're subscribed on whatever it is platform that you listen on.
Like and smash the subscribe button.
Yeah, smash that. But smash sounds weird.
Smash
I think
that.
you said it weird, and
Yeah,
then
I
I
did.
doubled down, and it was
So
it was
close.
no good.
So close.
But rate it. Give us
Yeah.
like 5 stars or
Yeah.
6. Is that a thing?
We'll start it automatically at 5, and if we do a poor job, just take 1 star. So then it looks better on our page.
Yeah, I mean you can
5,
adjust
5,
it as
5,
it goes.
5. Yeah, see?
555
Full,
1212. All right, I found this thing on BuzzFeed.
Here we
We're going
go.
to talk about it. 23 horrifically creepy facts that you probably shouldn't read after 10 p.m.
Well, I went to bed at 2, so
Well, I think it's talking about today.
Son of a-
But anyway, and then it has this picture of Kenan Thompson being freaked out by, I'm guessing, David Pumpkins.
oh yeah.
Yeah,
Well, he was the elevator operator.
it's like a GIF, but it's barely moving.
100 floors of fright.
They're not all going to be
They're not
winners.
winners.
Are you ready?
Let's do it.
Number 1. How many are there? 23. That's weird. Chainsaws were originally invented for childbirth.
Okay.
It doesn't elaborate.
Maybe a small chainsaw.
So
I
you
would
do
hope.
with that what you
C-sections.
will.
C-sections.
I can only assume. It seems the most safe and sanitary way to go. Number 2. There is an island. There is an island of the dolls, and that's the name of it.
Not like the
in
grocery
Mexico.
store.
Fair, not the DHALS or DAH.
Sure.
What was it?
Yeah, it was a weird.
Yeah,
doll.
whatever. It's closed. They're gone. There is an island of the dolls in Mexico City that has thousands of creepy dolls to honor a little girl who drowned in the 1950s. The island is said to be one of the most haunted places. It's a weird place to end the sentence, but one of the most haunted places, period.
Boop.
And then it has a picture of this doll.
Ooh,
Here, see it?
gross.
It's the doll.
Okay.
I don't know if that's showing up on the camera or not.
Reminds me of Toy Story.
A little bit. In Sid's room?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is kind of like that. Good call. Number 3, it's estimated that there are around 25 to 50 active serial killers in the U.S. I assume that means at the moment, ATM.
Do they have to check in and be like, "Hey, I'm still killing people"?
It's a meeting.
Okay. Where are you? Where are you calling from?
Carl, what have you been doing?
You know.
Been spending a lot of time in your house.
Yeah. Where are you
Get out
calling
there.
from? Oh,
Get
I'm at the
out
Love's truck stop.
Where are you going?
That's a local joke.
That's a local joke because our town refused to let a Love's truck stop open up here because I believe they said it was going to bring in prostitution and sex trafficking, right?
Then we got a quick star.
And then, yeah, a year and a half later, something else showed up. And surprisingly, it's okay. Weird. I mean, Love's looks weird, though.
Yeah.
If we're being real about it. I'm glad that it ended up being a quick start because then also you got that nice bowl of chili
I did.
or whatever it was.
It was like stew mac.
And Lord knows that
For $1.
Lord knows that you were not going to get that chili from Love's.
Nope.
It would have been sprinkled with sex trafficking. Number 5, you have a bunch of microscopic parasites called Demodex on your eyelashes and in the pores of your face. They come out at night to lay eggs and eat the oils on your face.
What the fuck? Okay.
And then it has this picture
Oh, gross.
of the bug.
Okay. Well, it's microscopic, so it's just like
Yeah, but he's got feet. He's just hanging out.
gross.
So you out there, everybody has a bunch of microscopic parasites called Demodex on your eyelashes
Demodex.
and in the pores of your face.
The pores of your face.
That's where they got the idea for the Demogorgon.
There you go.
Number 6, Cotard's delusion is a rare psychiatric condition which causes the sufferer to wholeheartedly believe they are dead, putrefying, or simply do not exist. Some Cotard's patients refuse to eat as they do not believe they need to, with one notable patient dying of starvation. Another woman once asked to be taken to a morgue to be with other dead people. So, make sure you don't have Cotard's delusion because it's fucked up. Number 7, the last use of a guillotine in France was the same year the first Star Wars movie premiered,
Ooh, that's a little close.
1977.
It's a little close.
It is a little close.
Gross.
Number 8. I got an itch. Here we go. Number 8. A rat king is a phenomenon created when a large group of rats become fused together by their tails via ice, dirt, hair, blood, or even feces. Encounters with this horrible phenomenon inspired some of humanity's greatest myths. Rat King. There he is.
Ugh.
See him?
Where's Willard?
He's in there somewhere. Crispin Glover.
Ah.
Get out of here. Number 9. We're making our way downtown, walking fast. There is a rare genetic disease called fatal familial, I'm sticking by that, familial insomnia, where over the course of months, you literally cannot go to or be put to sleep, no matter what you take or what you do. The symptoms get progressively worse until your brain deteriorates and you die from exhaustion.
Normal.
You're welcome. Number 10. During the Victorian era, it was not uncommon for families to take pictures with recently deceased relatives. This was done as one final moment with that person to honor them.
That makes me wonder.
So there's a picture here, right here.
Okay, that looks more there. Okay,
Yeah.
that looks a little deathbedy, but I don't know. I was expecting maybe caskets.
So can you tell which person is dead there?
I would say the far right. No.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is the person in the middle.
Yeah.
The girl in the middle is deceased, and since she was motionless, she was able to photograph clearer
That makes
because
sense.
of the slow cameras and her parents' inability to sit the fuck still. Number 11, dogs like squeaky toys because I'm going to let you fill in the blank here. See if you know this.
Noises. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, sort of.
Because what? Does it sound like a whimpering,
You're on the right track.
like, wee, wee, wee? It sounds like
Because
a
they
squealing-
sound like small animals
Yeah.
being crushed.
Okay. All right.
And their cries of, I don't know, death.
Help me.
Anyway, this is turning into a great episode.
I like it.
Number 12.
It's Halloween. Come
Number
on.
12. It is the season.
Yeah.
Number 12. Don't listen to this podcast after 10 p.m.
10:01.
Don't listen to this podcast after 10 p.m.
Yeah. That's our title.
There it is.
There it is.
There's our title. Number 12. Patients undergoing colonoscopies. Oh, this sucks.
Okay.
This sucks.
Hold on tight.
Because I was talking about this with somebody. Not this specific thing, but that I should probably get one. As should you at some point. But, whatever. My mom was like, hey, by the way, I had an appointment and they found polyps in my colon or whatever up in your business.
Yep.
And she was like, so that runs in the family. So do with that information what you will. I'm like, great. Can't wait. Anyway, this makes me feel better about it. Number 12, patients undergoing colonoscopies are most commonly put under conscious sedation, meaning the anesthetic doesn't actually numb pain or even send you unconscious. They just impair your ability to form memories. You are awake and aware of the pain. You just don't remember.
Yeah. That's what I went under for my upper endoscope. And my dad's gone through a couple of colonoscopies where it's just like these weird gaps where you just don't remember shit. He had one and he was in the room afterwards, and my mom and grandma were there for support or whatever. And he was joking around going like, oh, I had this nice nurse help me get dressed. And then oh, ha, ha, ha. And then a couple of seconds later, he's just like, how'd I get dressed? It's just like a weird, I don't remember getting dressed when I had my upper endoscope.
You're not making me feel better.
You're not gonna know it. You're not gonna know it.
Well, obviously I'm not going to know it.
Just film it.
Putting
Just film it.
things up my ass. God. I'm not a fan. Like I've never had to be put under for anything. Ever. I've never done that.
It's not that bad. I
Fuck
mean,
you. Fuck you.
it really isn't.
Don't talk to
I was
me.
awake for my port, but when you go under, it's just a thing over your face, and then they're like, okay, and you should be feeling fuzzy, and then you wake up in a different room.
Yeah, but you're not asleep.
Well, for the colonoscopy, that's a different drug.
Oh, wait, so they put you under, then they wake you up, but you're
You just don't remember shit.
you're not aware that you're being woke up.
Yeah, they're just okay.
That's
we're
so
gonna.
weird.
It's really weird.
I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Yeah, okay.
Number 13, when anglerfish mate, the male literally deforms. They use literally a lot. It's weird. Thanks, BuzzFeed. Where I go to for all my
Literally.
all my news. The male literally deforms its body and fuses with the female, and they live together for the rest of their lives. Here's a picture.
Get
Male,
off me, Jesus.
female.
Get off me. Why are you on me?
But I can't. We're fused. We're so fused right now. Sorry, honey. 14. I don't know how to pronounce this word. I'm gonna say it's
Streptococcus.
scaphism
Escapism.
or scaphism.
All right.
SCAPHISM. Scaphism. Whatever. Is the worst way of execution I've heard of. I don't know who says this. The word comes from the Greek and stands for hollowed out. It doesn't stand for it. It's what it means. I'm correcting BuzzFeed now. The victim is trapped between two boats, fed and covered with milk and honey, which then attracts all kinds of insects and vermin that fester and devour you over a couple of days. But I don't understand why that hollowed out. I don't get it. The 14 sucks. Number 15. Indian followers of Zoroastrianism, I'm standing by that one, don't bury their dead. Instead, they leave their bodies in special towers exposed to the elements to be eaten by vultures. Now, unfortunately, there's a picture, but there's no bodies. It's just vultures. Just in case you forgot what they look like.
There's another culture out there that they bury their dead. I don't know how shallow, but once a year, there's a day where they bring their dead bodies out, dress them up.
That's in the Addams family.
It's like a real thing, though. It's like another day, and it shows like different levels of decay because some people died earlier, some people have been dead longer. It's fucking weird, man.
That is weird. I don't like it. Did you ever watch The Jungle Book?
A long time ago.
You remember the vultures in there?
Probably don't.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You remember that?
No.
It was the two vultures. I'm pretty sure it was Jungle Book. They go back and forth. What you want to do?
Okay.
I don't know. What do you want to do? Anyway, 16. Feeding a human body to pigs will cause them to eat almost everything.
Thus getting rid of a body in a hog farm.
Oh, so that's what they mean.
From-
I thought that maybe once they got the taste of man flesh, they were like,
More.
let's go eat some steel.
It's just like,
We can do anything. Number 17. Ted Bundy, comma, a serial killer.
oh,
Just in case you didn't know,
Al Bundy.
comma, used to work for a suicide hotline. And in case you forgot what Zac Efron looks like, it's like that. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Probably not. Number 18, postpartum psychosis can show up in a new mother virtually overnight. It can make them hallucinate or go into psychosis, making them think their baby is a demon or the Antichrist. For example, I read that wrong. Making them into psychosis, making them think their baby is a demon or the Antichrist, for example. New mothers kill their own children because of postpartum psychosis more often than you might like to think. How much would you like to think? 0?
I don't like to think of
So maybe 1.
yeah.
Maybe 1 is enough. Number 19. We're burning through this. It's going to be great. The island of nope. Okay. Akunoshima. The island of Akunoshima. Does that sound right?
Yeah, sure.
As long as it sounds good. In Japan, has World War II ruins of a chemical weapons factory that created poison like mustard gas in its attacks on China. Its secrecy was so vital to the Japanese government that they tried to wipe its location off the maps. Wow.
That's it.
That's it.
No elaborate,
it's
like,
kind of a
okay.
letdown. I mean, there's a picture of a place.
Okay.
I'm just taking their word for it. Anyway, that one sucked. Thanks, BuzzFeed. 20. Patchouli was used to cover up the smell of decaying flesh during the Black Plague. You know, these, it was supposed to be things that you shouldn't read after 10 p.m.
Yeah.
But now it's just like, here's a fact.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Here's a Snapple for you.
It's a Snapple. That would be a terrible Snapple.
Oh.
What if you opened up a Snapple and it said patchouli was used to cover up the smell of decaying flesh during the Black Plague?
I'd be like, okay. Snapple fact 1395.
Rock
All right.
on, Snapple.
There you go.
Keep it up.
They need a horror line.
Number
Just
that'd be
like-
pretty sweet. When was the last time a soda or a tea or something did something for Halloween on
Yeah,
all of their cans?
yeah.
Come on, get with the program. Number 21. When CNN first signed on 1980. Oh no, shit. When CNN first signed on in 1980, they recorded a band playing a hymn that they were meant to play at the end of the world. It was hidden from the public for 35 years.
Okay. That sounds
So somebody wrote this hymn, HYMN, not HIM, just so you know.
him.
So somebody composed or wrote a hymn that is only supposed to be played at the end of the world.
All right. We're waiting
Is
for
that
it.
like the violins in Titanic?
Right? Same dude.
But how are we going to know that that's the one? It's
If they don't
probably-
play it.
It's like a Cardi B song. It's weird.
Right?
Number 22. Oh, there is a picture, but it's
Yeah.
stupid.
We all know it's
Don't
gonna
worry
be,
about it. Number 20. It's going to be what?
It's gonna be WAP. It's like, what's
Oh,
it?
no.
We're done.
We've been there.
We're
We've been there. Number 22. Only about 5% of the ocean has been mapped, and there are most likely creatures that we would think of as aliens living deep, deep down.
Sphere.
Why did people don't?
There's no elaboration. There's no like. I don't know. It's a
Well, not
clickbait.
only that, but this grammar sucks.
Yeah.
Donkey dick. Number 23. I don't know if you remember, but there's only 23 of these.
That's right.
So this one has to be good. It's one line. It's one line. It's about spiders. Do you know what it is?
Spider-Man,
It's not Spider-Man.
Black Widow,
It's not Black Widow. You're on the right track.
Daddy Long Legs are the most
Well,
poisonous
it has legs.
spider.
It has legs. All right, ready?
Eight-legged freaks.
Number 23. And lastly, tarantulas can swim.
All right, that's I think that's a good rando text we need to send out to one of our friends. Tarantulas can swim. Like, what? Have a good bath. Oh, no.
Well, I hope everyone enjoyed our BuzzFeed segment.
That was pretty good. That was
Yeah.
pretty good.
That
Yeah.
came across my shit earlier today, and I'm like, well, we should talk about that.
Yeah.
I thought
should
it was
find something.
interesting.
Yeah.
I remember finding most of them more interesting the first time I read them. Now, second time around, I'm like, that was a waste of time.
Man.
What can you do?
Clickbait.
Clickbait indeed.
Yeah.
Remember that time that today is the end of the weekend and now we have to go into the week?
That's right.
I'm not a fan.
I gotta, get some good rest tonight,
Yeah, man.
and then go do some clerical work all week.
Don't do that.
Oh,
Nobody likes that.
right. I'm trying to find
Nobody likes a clerical worker.
Right.
What does clerical mean?
office work. I'm a clerical worker.
What does it really mean? Does it mean clarifying?
I have no idea.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the opposite of important.
I have no idea. It's just
I love it.
I know
We don't know shit. It's great.
I know how to apply the term, but I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't know what it
We
really
don't
means.
we don't know jack shit.
Clerical work. Just think office.
But that doesn't make
Like you're making
it
faxes.
just say
you're
office
doing-
work.
Office work.
All right, we're gonna go. We'll be back soon. Thank you, everybody.
Thank
Have
you.
a good one. Bye bye.
Best way we've been. It's like, I don't know.